Warrants must clearly targeted, not mass surveillance. Not every time. Number 4 is wrong. Not every time there will be a warrant. They failed again to talk about the warrantless tapping. There is a reason, Barbados, why they have not done that. Ask GIS, what about 52B? Write them. Write the Attorney General office. What about 52B? This document is not correct. There is a reason they have left that part out. Because that part, 52B, is really what they want to do. 52B is where they do their play, their interplay. All of that happens. 52B is how they secure the election. 52B is how they shut down dissent in the country. 52B is how they shut down programs like this. They're not going to tell you about it. And when the young people come on tonight, you're going to hear about WhatsApp messages, because a lot of you think they can't read. Yes, the message, it is true that your WhatsApp messages are encrypted. But if the government wants to read it, they just need to use particular software to read the messages and listen to the messages. You have to understand. As Justin says, GIS is narrated by this administration. No need to even consider their opinions. They're clearly tainted. Justin, you know that, but they have put this out. And all that has happened is that they talk about Section 5, right? The 52A, but they just did not talk about Section 52B. When you're putting out information, to the public. You're telling the public they don't have to worry when when inside that bill, there can be tapping without a warrant. That's the thing. That they don't realize it can be used against them. And this is why I am saying to this is why I'm saying to everybody, I'm also reading the messages that are coming in. This is why I'm saying to everybody, we have got to put hands together. We've got to put hearts together. We have to be like that bird that flew out of the coop. Yeah. Now, they admitted to us when they were in Parliament. They admitted, right? They admitted that they were doing wiretapping. Yeah. You have it there, Dave? That says here, there is currently no oversight on interception and communication bill 2025 to protect Barbadians. So it's they already they know this is happening. So play what you have there, Dave, please.
Without legislation, it occurred unsupervised and unregulated. Nobody knows exactly how far the police have gone with this up to this point in time. They were not required to get a warrant. There was no oversight on it. We know it occurred. We have now brought legislation to protect the people of Barbados, protect the institutions.
Not true. You're not true. Lies. Play that again, Dave.
You can't do it because you feel like it. You can't do it and we don't know what you're doing. Yes, we accept that sometimes you will need to gather evidence by interception. I'm just going to call it wiretapping because that's easy. That's just easy for me. It rolls off my tongue better. We know you may have to gather evidence by wiretapping. But you, before you need to do it, have to go and request a warrant. Get a warrant from the Chief Justice.
Dave. Lies. That is a lie. Honorable Wilfred Abram, it's not true. You are misleading the people of Barbados. The very bill that you are debating, sir. The bill that you are debating, Section 52B, states that you do not need a warrant, but you are standing in Parliament and saying they must get a warrant, sir. Sir, with all due respect, that is not true. You either misunderstand the bill or you clearly decided to stand up and to tell a lie on this occasion. I'm not calling you a liar. On this occasion, you did not speak the truth, sir. With all due respect. Not true. Section 52B. You only quoted 52A, but you didn't quote B. No, this was the same man that his correct, Pedro, the same man that stood up in Parliament disrespected the people of Barbados by telling them this lie. His colleague said that, you remember when he stood on the steps of Parliament and accused him of lying on him under oath? Who remembers that? Only a couple of weeks, his own colleague stood on the steps of Parliament and accused the same man that is standing inside here, inside Parliament, spewing out lies to the people of Barbados. He's spewing out lies, this man here. His own colleague said, not me, I'm not saying it. It's in the newspaper. I'm quoting the newspaper. I'm allowed to do that. The newspaper says that Neil Rowe, his colleague, says that this man, under oath, told lies on him. And tonight, I am showing you that this same man is standing in Parliament and saying what is not in the bill, to convince the people of Barbados not to worry. They are protecting them. They are securing the elections for themselves. Do you remember that this is the same party that what they did? They went into the other party's computer and took out their manifesto ahead of time. Do you remember that? In 2018, ahead of time, and came on the stage. The leader, at that time, the leader of their party, well, she wasn't the prime minister, the leader of their party, their political leader, Mia Martley, had the document that came from the computer of their opponent and had it on stage waving and said, don't ask us where we got this from. The question is, did they get it from the people's computer, from their opponent's computer? These are the same people. This is the same man who wanted to tell the people in St. John when the water, remember when they had this high water bill, he sat there and tried to deceive the people in St. John and told them that it's because of their leaking taps why their water bill was high. You remember that? Do you think that you thought that he didn't understand how it worked? No, it was deception. That's this is what how they operate. And we need to be in a position that whoever is in power. That's why I personally will not officially back any political party. I can tell you this now. I will tell you, I support the leader of the opposition, and we's in parliament. We are here, and we boast of what he's doing in parliament. But I'm not going to back no political party, because what happens when they go in and start and if they're doing the same thing, what are we going to do? Aren't you disgusted by this behavior tonight? Aren't you disgusted, Barbados, with this? Two of them stood in there, and not one of them told the people about Section 52B. Not one of them did.
But they had a young fella named Debo, come from some village there in Tobago. He said, Tobago's best fisherman. Catch a fisherman, why did he?
I am telling you. Dave, there is a Google document that I sent to you earlier today. I want to show you the people who are leading you. It says, please read this article. I'm going to tell you this one. I have a few minutes before the young people come on. And I want to read this, which is good. I'm just so disgusted that they could disrespect us like this. How many of you feel disrespected this evening? Now, this is an article, and I have checked with a lawyer. I can read it. I checked with a lawyer about this, and I can actually read it. So it's not my writing; it's on the internet, and I'm reading it. And this is some Barbados. This is they gonna go up. This is Barbados Underground, bringing news and opinions to the people. So this is their news and this is their opinion, and it is on the internet. And this was October 23rd, actually. That's my birthday, 2013. Now you see two pictures there of these people. Go up there. Who are those? You know who those are? I want us. We can't, don't play around with this thing. You got to be real about it. Who are those two people in front of you? Who are those? And this is what I want. This is the thing, that the information is out there. This is what Mr. Wade Gibbons. Wait, did I say his name right? Is Wade Gibbons? Mr. Wade Gibbons is talking to us about, that voice that is crying out and talking to us about these people. Are we listening? Are we really listening? Look, let's read it. Let's read it before the young people come on. We have the youth who are going to come on. Assistant Superintendent met with the Commission on the 22nd of July, 2011. Okay? She gave an account of a meeting she attended with Commissioner of Police and Inspector Anderson Bowen, during which meeting the Commissioner manipulated his laptop computer and played a recording of a telephone conversation between Inspector Bowen and another person. So, this that I'm reading from now, they pause. It said extracted from the Police Service Commission recommendation of retirement of the Commissioner of Police. Okay, so the Police Service Commission recommends the retirement of the Commissioner of Police, and this is what was extracted from it. And this is according to Barbados Underground. I'm reading what's reported. The passing of Inspector Anderson Bowen has given reason for pause in the Barbados Underground household. While many may remember his exploits to capture fiercest criminal, BU will always remember him for daring to challenge Commissioner Darwin Dutton in 2005, and as a consequence, suffer uncalled for indignity before his peers when he was disciplined in 2007. Although he was reinstated by the Police Service Commission in 2010, his career had been effectively derailed, and this document is alleging that it was derailed by Dutton. And it says here, the commissioner believes that the information, and I can't get to read everything, but this is the commission's document, right? This is the document here. All right, read some more. Go up some more, Dave. Is it not regrettable that almost every issue in Barbados is distilled through a political partisan lens? Take, for example, the issue at the heart of this matter, wiretapping by Commissioner Darwin Dutton, according to this document. Should this issue not concern all Barbadians, whether D, B, or P? Instead, we have the BLPites supporting Dutton and the DLPites leading his leading his prosecution, or calling for his prosecution. And we must remember that everybody is innocent until they're proven guilty. Okay, and this was not prosecuted. BU Barbados, and this is the publication at that time, is satisfied that the leader of the opposition, Mia Motley, who was Attorney General during the period of wiretapping, must be asked by the citizenry to explain what she knows. I am reading a document here. I showed you the two pictures. So according to this, she was a leader of the opposition. This is alleging that she was a leader of the opposition during the period of the wiretapping. That's the allegation that's coming from this document. Dutton would not have been motivated to order wiretapping of political nature without being directed. This is what this document is saying. So, and it's asking for for Mia Mottley, who was the leader of the opposition at the time, who at the time of this writing, but who was Attorney General during the period of the wiretapping, to explain to the citizen what she knows. And I think that that is fair. How many of you think it is fair that even now in 2025, that wiretapping is being discussed and it is going to become a legal document? It's going to be made law. Do you think that Miss Motley should explain to the people of Barbados what she knows, seeing that during the time of these alleged wiretapping, that she was Attorney General? Huh? So a lot of you are focusing on Dotton, that Dotton is back. Tanisha Ford. Who is the Prime Minister of Barbados? Who is the Prime Minister of Barbados? It's not just Dotton is back. Let's be real about it. Why are we pretending? All we're reporting is that Bowen is saying that he's alleging that this man in the picture, who was later disciplined or removed, was forced to resign. And by the way, I was told, and somebody pointed him out to me, he turned up at a roadside parliament sitting in the back, right there when we were at, right there near the sea, when we had the roadside parliament. Sir, did you visit one of our roadside parliaments? For what? Why did you visit and come and hide yourself in the back? Was it you, Mr. Dutton? Why did you come? Why did you attend? Can you answer that for us? Hastings Rock. Yeah. I don't know you. You were pointed out to me. Is it true? Were you there? And what was your business there, sir? This is how serious this thing is, you know. I see my young people are in. 2 of them are in. Yes, 3 are in. Waiting for the others. I want them to listen in, and we're going to go right into this section when we come in. So I sent this to you guys today for your notes. So look, it's a Google document. Look at it. I hear people talk a lot about Dotton. What about this other person in the picture? Isn't she the person leading the country? Has she been asked? This is what Mr. Wade Gibbons is saying. We are here talking now, this national conversation about wiretapping. And one of the biggest cases of wiretapping that came to the public, right, involved these 2 allegedly. And when it happened under, when I say involved, it happened under the period of time when Miss Motley was Attorney General. That's what the allegation is in this document. And if that is the case, should Miss Motley be answering questions about that period of time? Was she aware that this was being done? Now let's read some more. I know that they're coming in, only 3. I suppose I have 6 of them here tonight. In memory of the late Anderson Bowen, who apparently was a very good cop, and his family, the newspaper I'm reading from, which is Barbados Underground, will continue to highlight what, in our view, remains an unpunished crime which was directed against an innocent citizen. So why is GIS saying that this is to protect us? Why is the Attorney General, this now Attorney General, saying that this is to protect us? Why is Wilfred Abrams saying it is to protect us? It is time for Mia Motley to speak to this issue. Barbados Underground is saying that. Go up some more, Dave, please. This is a document that they are reading for. The excerpts have been taken from the report which was sent to the Governor General to have Dottin removed from office. Screenshot that and go and find the report. So I hear you, simple patriot. This is tyrannical, is bully and dictator, trying very hard to control and dominate our lives. Are you going to make your voice known about this? Are you going to come out on Saturday? A lot of you in here typing, and when the time comes for you to hit the road, you don't come out. You're passing around stuff about Trump though, and about China, and about this and about that, but not about your own country. You live here. Yes, now she's Minister of National Security. Is she the minister they were referring to in the in the bill that would appoint that group of people that would give oversight? She says it's now going to be the president. But if we change, we're going to have to discuss that, because if we change president, doesn't she appoint choose a president? Give me a break. Anyway,